outside. Gorgeous.
There you go. You're live now.
I'm live. Okay,
Live.
this is Friday, July 8th, 2016. We are masterminding about our 4% membership and things that we're doing, exciting news, and anything else that happens. Okay, so Lucinda she managed to get signed up last night, so that's pretty exciting. And she finally got in this afternoon during the webinar, so she's got a little bit of work to do on setting up her account and anything else in the back office. So she's going to start promoting for the webinar tomorrow. That'll be exciting.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be able to get through to there because I'm already signed up. Like I've been with ClickBank for quite a while, and I have GetResponse and some of the others. So I'm not concerned. I think the only question I have of the people, if you were a long time ago, Vic had the ClickFunnels in here, and have they changed it since then? Do you know if
he is doing ClickFunnels as the primary.
Really difficult to use, and I'm just wondering if they've improved it since then.
I haven't really used ClickFunnels, but the appealing thing is that they are going to be sharing codes of their funnels so that you can copy the code and use their funnel as it stands. Just insert your autoresponder and your affiliate link, you know, and be able to use it just as is if you don't want to change anything, or you can change it and make it a little bit more personalized with some experimentation. But if you wanted to get started right off the bat, then just get your affiliate link in there and the autoresponder info, and you're good to go. And then you can experiment later if you want.
Yeah. Well, that could be handy.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing, you know, just to get off and running.
Yeah. Well, I was really pleased to see JJ on there today, and I don't know, he might consider coming in.
I think you said that he would probably go with Sharon. So that's good. That's good news. It was nice to see JJ on. It's nice to see when people who don't normally show up come on board and touch base and see what's going on and what they've been up to. They get to see what you're up to as well, so that's always nice. So Ann, how about you? What say you today?
Oh, well, I've just, been busy listening, and I'm sorry I took a few minutes to get on because I wanted to put a shout out on Facebook with the encore details.
Okay.
So I just briefly went and did that right away, but I had to go into ClickFunnels and get a link, not ClickFunnels, ClickMagick, and get a cloaked link for my for my little advert. So, see, that's what I was doing. So sorry, it'll be a few minutes to get here, but I eventually got here.
I just thought you had to do a potty break or something. So.
No, I got worried to get me a glass of water because I'm very thirsty at the moment. So I'm sipping water.
Water is good. I have my what's left of my water right here.
It's almost lunchtime for us, but I can hang out for a wee while.
Okay. So how did it go with you last night, Ann?
Well, I did get a sale, which was great because a lot of people are still waiting for their first sale. So I am chuffed with that. And I had a brief look at our other group, and there is a guy. I think I told you I think he threw about 12,000, or said he was.
Oh, yes.
Well, he got 6 sales.
Nice.
Yes.
6 sales. Okay, I had 5. I didn't put near that amount of money in, though.
No. And I mean, and I didn't put put hardly any in either, and I got 1. So it just goes to prove that, you know, it's. I think if there's one thing that I have learned out of this so far, it's that your warm traffic is really what you need to have to get the high conversions. Cold traffic is just hit and miss. So cultivating your warm traffic is definitely the way to go, which is exactly what Vic does and what he's teaching. And because he's got so much warm traffic, he has no problem converting.
Right, right.
And so that's the big message here, is to, you know, it's not just create a list. And I think, oops.
I don't know how to turn off these notifications. They're ridiculous. They were never made sound before, and now after rebooting last night, there's like sound galore. I'm like, what is going on? I'm so sorry about that.
That's all right. That's all right. I just turned my volume down a little bit, and it won't be quite so sharp in my ears. Because I had the volume turned up quite a bit. Can you still hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Sorry, where were we?
We were talking about it. The warm list seems to work better,
Yes.
and Vic is very good at developing that.
That's right. And I think a lot of people say, you know, oh, the money's in the list and you've got to develop your list, but it's not having a list. I mean, you can have a list of thousands and thousands of people. It's actually communicating with your list and building that relationship with your list. And that's the huge thing that I think some people overlook. I think they think that they've got hundreds and thousands of people on their list, that they'll just automatically get sign-ups. But no, that's not the case at all. It really is cultivating your relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've got out over the last few days, I think. I don't know about you, but that's how I see it.
That really makes a lot of sense. It's just like this morning I was sharing in the Resolve and Succeed. One of the guys had asked me a question yesterday before the webinar happened, you know, because I guess whatever I posted in one of the Skype rooms, he mentioned, he goes, well, I went in, you know, he contacted me and said, I signed up for your successmastermind.com event, and he was wanting to know what it was about. So we were chatting a little bit. I told him a little bit. You know, I figure, well, I don't know. Sometimes I probably say too much about the opportunity before they see it, but that's just the way I am, I guess. But he had mentioned that he was skeptical because usually he said those webinars tend to be not so enlightening, and he doesn't really enjoy them. And then after the webinar, he contacts me and he says, I really enjoyed that. That was really great information. And he signed up, and so I'm like, okay, I got it.
That's good. Well, I heard a little saying a long time ago, which I haven't thought of for ages, but you've just reminded me of it. And he said, we used to be told this actually in Herbalife, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, which means if they really got their mind open, you know, they'll take on board what you say, whether it's right. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
You know, especially for newbies who are a bit afraid of sort of speaking out and saying things, it was sort of helping them to sort of get their confidence and telling them, well, you can't really say the wrong thing to the right person, because the right person's the right person, they'll get in anyway, because they'll see the picture.
True. Very true.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was definitely the right person, I guess. But I was like, it was like I was holding my breath. And then at the end of the webinar, about 2 minutes after, I'm like, should I even look? I was like, okay, I'm going to sign in and see. And then I saw 4, I'm like,
Right. That's really good. Now, you've got 5, haven't you?
Yes, I
Now,
have.
all you need. Okay, so that's going to be a couple of noughts on the end of that, Renee. I'm not Renee. Sorry. Yes, Renee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Renee.
Yes.
Lucinda, we've been going.
I think I need a cup of coffee or something.
We don't know what we're doing anymore.
I'm sorry, Renee. I was looking at Lucinda's picture and I went, oh, in the middle of my conversation. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Renee, you just need to put 2 noughts on the end of your 5 and you're there.
Yeah, 2, 3. Oh, no, 2.
The 500.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she's ready for 3 or 4. I know you. I know, Renee, you're ready for 3 or 4.
I actually I would love to have 3 so that I can qualify for the private jet.
Yes. Well, it would be wonderful to go to the. It would be lovely to go to the what do they call it? The getaway. What are they calling it?
The private retreat or something, or getaway or something.
Private
That
getaway.
one is
Yeah.
for 500. So yes,
Yes.
I definitely want that
Yes.
for sure.
I thought that was one of your goals.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. But I was thinking, okay, 5 tonight. I really need to pick up some steam. And so afterwards, I'm like, okay, I really got to get into doing a lot more videos and stuff. But this morning I woke up, I was so tired. I'm like, you know what? I just can't function today. So I took most of the day kind of, sort of off. And now I'm like, okay, got to get moving. Got to get moving.
Well, I did a training video, Renee, with that Screencast-O-Matic. And I just haven't got around to posting. I thought I'd post it in our group so that you could have a look at it.
Okay.
And see what you think of it. Lucinda, you can have a look at that too. It's just a way of training people if you want to get into that kind of thing. And it's a way of showing your screen and videoing it. So yeah, you can do lots of different things, but it's a very simple platform to use. And you can get a free version. Of course, you can get a pro version as well, but it's one of the easier ones to use, I find, anyway. So I thought I would just pop that in our group so you can have a little look and see what it's all about.
Okay, that sounds good. I have yet to do an actual training video, so it's definitely something that's on my list of things to do. Step outside the comfort zone.
Well, I have done a few in the past, sort of here and there, but I haven't done them consistently. So my goal now is to actually do them consistently and actually get a whole heap of stuff out there, rather than just a few here and a few there. And so yeah, so I'm going to go full throttle on that from now on.
I think that's a great thing to do for sure.
Yeah. Can I just mention to Lucinda, I had ClickFunnels a good year ago or so, which I got from through Vic when he was promoting a traffic program that he had developed for Empower Network, and I don't remember having difficulty with it, but I think with all new programs, it sort of can take a wee while just to sort of sort out, what's what. But most of them have a lot of videos that they can, that you can go through. And if the actual platform doesn't have videos or very many videos, you can always go to YouTube and type in how to use ClickFunnels, and you'll find probably somebody who's probably facing the same challenge that maybe you are, having done a video on it. And so I just hunt around, and I've learnt such a lot from in there as to how to use various platforms that I've had to have. So so don't be afraid of it. And good on you for getting in. Congratulations. That's great.
Thank you. Well, I use Google questions a lot of the times, like especially to do with my computer. And like it crashed earlier, and then I not only had to go to a laptop instead of a desktop, and from Vista to Windows 10, and a neighbor helped me. I had to take the hard drive out of my other computer because all the I have a external hard drive, and I'd put everything in there, and it disappeared. Here I put out all this money to buy that, and it was no help at all. But anyway, we couldn't figure out how to get it out. And I was thinking and he was coming over the next morning. He says, I'll give it 2 hours to help with this. And it just suddenly occurred to me, why didn't you go on Google today? How do you get it out of my Hewlett Packard? And there they are. I found an absolutely perfect video that showed, of course it was very simple, but instead of putting up and down, you had to slide it in the other direction. So it took 2 minutes to get it out after we learned that. But I use that, and I use a program called How To Geeks. And he really does a good job of helping you with your different programs that you may have problems with. So,
right.
What is it called again? How to what?
How To Geek. Geek.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he gives a lot of information on what the latest is and what to stay away from. So I've been very pleased with what he has to say too.
Okay. Well, that's good. The nice thing with Vic setting the intention on getting us more more funnels to work with, is we can vary it up, and we can even use those as our guideline for putting together our own funnel.
Right.
Maybe little tweaks and stuff like that. It's like on the landing page, you know how it's pretty bold and strong with the red and the black. I kind of want to make it to the green because I like the green better.
Well, go with what's in your heart. If you feel that's the right color for you, it is.
Yeah. I mean, I like it, and probably what I can just do is do the rotator thing to where I can see which one gets the most response.
Mm-hmm. Color deeply affects people. I've done a lot of research on that. And as a matter of fact, I use colors. I have these discs that I had to build my own thing to. I put it over a light bulb, and it bombards you with the different colored lights. And a fellow from India who worked in the States, he was the one who used it to heal people from burns and all sorts of things. And so I found the colors that work best for me is red. Yet if I wear bright red clothing and I'm not absolutely exhausted, it causes me to get really jittery. But if I put a red light on me, I just relax. So there's a difference even between whether it's light or something else.
Oh, well, and it's whether you're looking at it or if it's on you as well. So there's a lot of variation and patterns and stuff that we can use on that. Mm-hmm. I've been thinking more and more since yesterday that I think when the new Evergreen funnel comes out, I'm going to go, and then IMC, Internet Marketing College, is also, I think they might have launched a back office this evening. So I want to take those and use those as examples to put together the little flyers that Ann and I had talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
For a plan for like offline, to be able to hand out, at colleges or businesses or whatever might be the case.
You mean like a business card?
It could be a business card, or it could be like the little postcards. Those postcards seem to be pretty popular.
They are very, very popular. Another one that I thought was nice, especially for writers, is it's a bookmark.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so bookmarks get used a lot, whereas the cards are just thrown in the drawer and forgotten most of the time. But the postcards, I've done a lot of research on it, and the postcards are one of the best ways, and actually even mailing stuff to people.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go so far as to pay for the postage, but That would be get to be pretty expensive. But maybe down the line, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, well, you choose your audience before you do that.
Well,
But
you can pick up, I know you can pick up mailing lists and stuff like that you can send to. But I'm not quite ready for that. But I am considering doing like the postcard or small flyers to be able to put out on bulletin boards and at the colleges and stuff like that, and see if there's any kind of results with that. Have you tried that yet, Anne?
Sorry?
Have you tried that yet?
Doing the posters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I decided I would wait for the evergreen one before I do that. Yeah, so that's definitely on my plan for the evergreen, yeah.
well, laundromats are a great laundromats are a good place to put those on the bulletin boards because people read them a lot in laundromats. They've got lots of time.
Yeah, I don't know if they necessarily have a lot of money, because usually if you're at the laundromat, you don't have the washer and dryer at home. So that, I mean, it would be good to experiment and see.
Yeah, well, it's not a way to get a lot of people, but again, you want a warm audience, and this is how you warm people up, is
Yeah.
talking to them and letting them, talk to them about what it is you're doing, and because there's no point in sending out, oh, if I got this for you and sign up now, nobody's going to do that. You say, oh, I've got some great information here, and it may be of help to you, and then give them some of it, but again, not too much. You want them reaching for more, reaching for more.
Yeah.
That was how I taught my son. He hated reading. And at 14, every night we'd sit in his room and I'd read a story. And then after a while, I'd stop right at the cliffhanger and, oh, more. No, I'll do it tomorrow night. And the next thing you know, he's saying, well, maybe I'll read a bit. And he'd read a couple of paragraphs, and this went on for months and months, and then next thing you know, he's reading whole chapters, and he's an avid reader now.
Mine stopped reading. They were avid readers until probably 15, 16. I think their last big book was the last of the Harry Potter series.
I love those too.
Yeah, they were good. I got them into it.
So this evergreen funnel, how does that differ from these other funnels?
I'm sorry, the Internet Marketing College?
The evergreen funnels they keep talking
the evergreen? About? They will be available whenever the person is online. It won't matter what time of day or night that they click on the link. And so so you can send out your link. They don't have to wait for a live webinar in order to learn about the business.
Oh.
That'll be ideal.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. We won't have the long lead time to find out about whether your promotions worked or not. You'll start seeing more instant results, I would think. Would you agree with that, Anne?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. And consistent people coming in, hopefully, if you do your marketing consistently.
It's sort of like a blog then.
Yeah, you can do a blog.
Yeah.
This is not a blog that, the evergreen thing is, but you can do a blog that promotes the evergreen product. And
yes, that's.
Let's see. Like High Traffic Academy, they had evergreen products. Because you opt in, and then put in your name and stuff, and then it forwards you to whatever it is that's promoting. Like Project Breakthrough was evergreen for a while, 3 months, 4 months. So something like that. That was a training program, but there are other systems where you get more readily access the product, which is good. We want to see sales more often, huh? On a daily basis. That'll give you incentive to keep on promoting every single day. Do something or another every single day.
Well, I prefer to have a few days off.
You can do however you want.
Yeah.
Going at your own pace, as long as you're happy with the results, that's what matters.
Well, it did surprise me how many people emailed me or chat on Facebook chat particularly, asking me questions, and that I have not put out the videos like other people. They just from the bits and pieces, they go in and see, oh, you're part of this and you're part of that, and not promoting anything, just chatting with people on different things. And since I stopped doing that much, that's cut down quite a bit. But it was a way of getting warm traffic. And, like I was getting 5 or 6, as many as 9 people a month just that way. So it could add up. Now that I'm ready to promote it more, I'm going to start putting more. I'll be putting more online. And I'm really, really remiss on my website. Websites, plural. Because I haven't really done much of it lately. And my sunflowercircle.com site, they said, you haven't posted here in 271 days. That's quite a ways ago. That's quite a while ago with your business one, but just before that I started getting a whole bunch more likes. So I must have put the right search engine parameters in when I changed that a while ago.
Yeah, and what you'll just revamp it and get back on the bike and start posting again. So you should start getting some more organic traffic. So organic traffic is really nice.
Yes.
Does anyone know what time the last encore is going to be?
The last what?
The last encore. The third one. It's the second encore, really, but because Vic said there was going to be 2 encores, and this one for us is 5 o'clock in the morning New Zealand time and 3 a.m. in the morning Australian time. So those aren't ideal. It's on a Sunday morning as well. It's not ideal for people to get on a webinar. And of course, the main one that we've just had, that was lunchtime Friday, and there's a lot of people working. So for Aussie and New Zealand people wanting to get on, the first one wasn't ideal. The second one is not ideal. I'm hoping that the third one will be a more suitable time for our time zone down here.
I'm not sure what time it was that he had mentioned. Let me see if I can, well, there's so many posts in that room, I don't know if I can find it fast enough. Maybe if I find it, I will post it into the group.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Because I know he said what it was, but I just don't remember offhand.
Miles may well know.
Yeah, he might know.
Yeah. No, I'd just like to know because I actually, when I do post on Facebook, I want to promote the New Zealand time. If it's a suitable time, I avoided putting it in this time because I thought, oh, 5 o'clock on a Sunday morning, it's not really going to attract a lot of people, unfortunately. And of course it's 3 a.m. Sydney time. It was interesting, I had some people come out of the woodwork that I've worked with in the past messaging me. And one guy messaged me yesterday to say he wasn't able to get on. He's actually not in New Zealand, or he's actually over in Africa. But he said, I wasn't able to get on the webinar. Is there a recording?
Oh.
So it's okay for people, other places in the world at different times, but down here so far, those 2 times that we've had have just not been really conducive to getting people to get on a webinar.
I'm looking to see if I can find it, because I know I wrote it down. I have so many papers. With
Join the club.
Well, the advantage is having all the videos online, and then of course people can write in questions to support.
Yeah.
So there's those other options. Like, well, I usually do the live, try to be there for the live ones, but it really isn't important.
I want to say that it was something like 6 in the evening, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think it's like 6 in the evening.
Is it just Dad or Mum too? Okay. Right. Okay. I'm just on a live webinar.
They're probably saying, another one? I know my daughter, this is driving her crazy. She's like, yeah, you're always on the computer. Why are you listening to all this?
Ah, dear.
I try to multitask and do things while I'm listening to most of the webinars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not readily available, so I'll see if I can find out and get it to you.
Okay, that would be good. Otherwise, I just won't promote too much to the New Zealand people. I'll try and do something special where the evergreen one comes out instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the evergreen, they'll be able to watch it at their convenience, so that'll be nice.
Yeah. That'll suit us down here a lot more, I think.
Mm-hmm. Just tell them, don't do anything until I give it to you. Yeah, the warm market is probably the best. It's where you get the conversions.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about developing that trust and that rapport. It's just so much more important than I think a lot of people give credit for. Somehow.
So, does anybody have any unique game plans going on with the promotion that they want to share, or?
What I'm going to do is I actually boosted my website, at least my Facebook fan page, and I've had about 30 new likes in the last 24, 48 hours. And I thought, right, I'm going to go in and message each one of those people, thank them for liking my page, and telling them about the webinar.
Oh, that's good.
So I thought I would do that. There will be some New Zealand people in amongst there, so that's why I was sort of, wanting to know about the webinar, because I'll promote the 3rd webinar if it's a better time for us.
That makes
but
sense.
I suppose it's only a few days, I guess, to wait for the evergreen one. But the sooner I get onto them, the better, because they've only just joined, and so they've only just liked my page, so I'll be fresh in their mind if I get onto them right away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the very best is if you can just say a bit.
Sorry?
It's better if you can just say a little bit to them when they're brand new to you, without really promoting the business.
Oh, yes, absolutely. But
they ask you. If you can get them to ask you what's it all about.
Oh, yes, yes.
Then otherwise you might want to try it over a couple of conversations.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. So I will be doing it that way. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of like the magnetic marketing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
No, they give you a new bottle, but they take the bottles back in a full life.
Yeah, and I think it's all about the way you go about it too. you know, I've had experience of a lot of marketers coming on and just kind of, you know, spitting at you, kind of thing. You need to communicate with them without throwing your link at them. You do need to craft it in such a way that they come back to you for the link. So, you know, that's absolutely right, Lucinda.
Yeah, that's definitely one way of doing it. I've been having a lot of people lately approaching me wanting to be my friend on the pretense that they want to go, oh, what you been up to? Because ultimately they want to push me into their product. So I got tired of it, I'm afraid, because I tell them I'm not interested, and they kept on pushing. So now when they do that to me, I just say, oh, I'm so excited about this, and I post my link, and I'm so excited because, you know, it's doing so great, and blah blah, you know, conversions and the purpose and all that kind of stuff. So I decided to finally, on those particular people, it's not like I normally do that. I don't private message people about, you know, the business and stuff normally, you know, because I find it annoying when they just start doing that. But I just do that, and then they'll mention their little thing, and I'm like, I am so happy with what I have. Thank you so much, though.
Yeah, I've learned more of the warning signals, so I'm not getting quite as many of them. But lately, I've had about 5 or 6 people all in a row. As a matter of fact, I wondered if it's the same person using a different name. And you know, they're into advertising. But before they get to that, they're asking me, who do I work for and stuff like this. And I look at it and say, well, they just are trying to sell me something. They're not really interested in what I want to do. The other ones that I've been having a lot of is what they call catfishing. These men who pretend they're really interested in you, and all they want is they're after your money.
Mm-hmm. Or for you to bring them into the country.
So a friend of mine we were discussing the different things they say so that you know how to get rid of them right away. And I've actually learned how to file complaints.
Oh, I have managed to, I always look at their profile before I accept them, you know, when they do.
I do too, but they can fool you.
Now and then I get...
One of them sure was a woman. One of them I was very sure was a woman afterwards, who was pretending to be a man in the army.
Yeah. So I noticed that Otila was going. She was going to try to see if she could make it, but I guess she wasn't able to make it. I would highly recommend that you follow her. I don't know what happened to my picture, but I would highly recommend that you follow her and see what she's putting out there, because she's putting out some quality links. And I forget what her fan page is, but if you say see first, you might be able to find which one of her fan pages that she's producing on. Actually, she shared it from, she shared one of her fan page posts to the 4% group, so you might be able to find it that way if you can sort through all the posts. But I definitely recommend watching her. She's worth a follow.
She is worth following, yes.
She did invite me to follow her several times, and when I said I would be happy to meet her because she's in Toronto, same as me, and she never answered any of my queries back.
Oh no, this one's not in Toronto. She lives in, I think it's Wisconsin or Michigan.
Oh, so there must be 2 with the first name then.
There
is another Ottilia.
There's an Ottilia who requested membership into the group, our private group,
Mhm.
but I have not approved her because I don't know anything about her. So um, I wanted to get other people's opinion in the group, whether they know whoever is asking to be a member in the group before I actually approve them, because I don't know what they're up to.
Well, Teresa got her put down as an administrator, and she promptly signed up, I think, 8 people.
Oh,
And
nice.
I sent an email in saying that I object to this because I've been involved in a number of meetup groups, and I was one of the administrators. And we always research people when they put in an application. We would actually interview them, usually on the phone, and just learn a little bit about them before accepting them. And that helped somewhat. We didn't get as many people that we had to get rid of, but there's a lot of people who were in it to snafu your list. They have ulterior motives, and also if you're putting information on the website about what's happening, they can take it and just turn it around. So I'm cautious about that. I don't agree that people should be brought in without learning a bit about them.
Yeah, I prefer to learn a little bit about them. I've accepted their friend request so that I can look on their pages and everything.
Mhm.
But I can't. Sometimes it's obvious, that they would be a good fit. But other times, when you're looking at people's posts, then they're not that obvious, that they're serious about the business. And I'm looking for people who are serious about making money online and helping other people with a positive attitude. And sometimes you just can't tell that by looking at the post.
Well, when this was first started, and it's changing now, is that it was really for people that were in as elites mostly, and around the same level of development in the company. This is how it first started out, and now it's changing, and I don't agree with what they're doing now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who she put in. Did she put them in today? Because I hadn't noticed the additions.
Yes. I didn't see it show as additions, but when you went into the page to show who's a member, and you go down there, she had put in about 8 people today.
Well,
She asked JJ about it first, but I really thought that it should have been waiting until Sharon was here at least to do that. So anyway, I will be very reluctant to discuss a lot online if that's going to continue to be the case.
well, let's see. I'm looking at I don't recognize any of these people. Well, I'm just going to reserve judgment until next week and see if they are interactive or what it is that they're going to be doing before making any decisions or any, about how I feel about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Sharon will spill the beans on how she feels.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, but I don't think she said that she's going to be available next week. So we'll find out eventually.
Is
Right.
Sharon away with her family at the moment?
Yes.
Right, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were here for 2 or 3 weeks. So it was my understanding that today she was in Santa Clara County, where they were having some of the pre-Olympic trials or something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
I understood correctly, I think it was for gymnastics, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually went online to get the information on how to set up one of these, and it wasn't working.
A Hangout?
Yeah,
Did you?
on
Did
the
you?
Hangout, when you go into the what do you call it? Files, I think it is, whichever one. And when I tried to get the information, it just said that it wasn't working. So,
It would be files, and then the latest version. How to do a Google Hangout Doc X, but it's the latest version. So I think you would download it.
no. Well, I just went to preview because I didn't want to download it if it isn't. I didn't know which one was the right one,
It's
and I
the
didn't download it until I knew which it was.
Yeah. It looks like maybe she should have deleted part of it, or the older one. So
Hmm.
I see two of them. They're like 3 minutes apart. But I would probably go with the latest version.
Well, I went with two versions, and they both said the same thing. So it could be just a problem with the computer systems.
That could be. But I'm pretty sure you need to download it before you can open it.
Oh,
So try that.
yeah, I can do that.
I actually need
I'll get
to.
in there eventually. It's on my list of things to do, but I've got a lot of paperwork I'm doing for my sister too.
Okay.
And,
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Yes, Ann.
I need to go and deal with what's happening here.
Okay.
So, is there anything else that we were going to discuss at all? Or did you have anything else, Renee, or not?
I think what we can just kind of hold off and see how it goes, and see how we can make the mastermind work a little bit smoother, so that we can start bringing in some of our potential customers in order to help them.
Right.
So that should definitely be on the game plan.
Okay.
But right now we're kind of filling it out and figure out what's working and what's not, I guess.
Right.
yeah, I think that there needs to be two sites. The one that just those of us that are doing our strategies and everything belong to, and then the people you bring in to the other site.
I think right now we are being pulled all over the direction, all over the place, because there is almost daily all the Vic stuff, and then we're going to be having regularly the Internet Marketing College stuff, and then I know like Miles, he likes to have his webinars, and so it's a matter of being able to balance it all and trying to figure out what is going to work the best and the smoothest. So I'm happy to have another webinar time. I just don't know if it's really practical right now until
Right.
things smooth out and we know we start getting into a better rhythm.
Right. I guess it's using the why question of why. That's why I was suggesting that we need to rewrite what the site's about.
Well, eventually we're going to have enough referrals of our own that we're going to want to maybe do like a mastermind with them.
Right.
So it's possible that, we might start branching out, and you only have so much time in the day and the week and the month, so you have to figure out what's going to work the best.
That's right.
It's just at this point it's time to get people to think of what they really want this to do.
What is the intention that you want to set for your business? How many people you want to attract. And the exercise this morning that Teresa had done was really good as far as setting your intention on who is your ideal customer.
Right.
What are the qualities that they're looking for? And so I think I didn't know if she had posted those qualities in the in the Resolve and Succeed group, But if it's there, maybe I can copy and paste those and put it in this group as well, so that
Mhm.
we can do that. And it might benefit some people who are not in the other group.
I'm going to say bye at the moment.
Thank you, Anne.
That's all right. Great
Thank
being here,
you.
and I look forward to the next one, Renee.
Okay, I'll
Yep.
see you Monday.
Okay,
All right,
bye.
Yeah. Well, I think she posted it in the other section so that it would still be on there, and invited people to add to it if they wished.
Well, I know it's in the chat room. I don't see it, but I could have missed it. Oh, here it is. Perfect clients. Okay. Gosh, so much has happened. It's hard to believe that that was 7 hours ago. I'm like, everything's a blur, and I can tell my daughter's getting annoyed with me. But you know what? I made $110 last night, so I'm like, I'm ready to make more happen. So
Right.
I'm pretty, excuse me, I'm pretty excited. And I
Well,
got to
that-
figure out what to do with these Facebook notice things that pops up in the corner with that bring, bring. That's getting annoying pretty fast.
Yeah. Well, it was nice chatting with you, and we'll catch up later.
All right, you have your hands full and a lot to do to get it rolling.
Yeah, my sister's, it's kind of funny, like, well, it's not funny that she's really sick. It's funny that she really practically tore my head off for not working fast enough on her pension.
Oh,
And I said, I put the papers in on May 5th. And I said, it normally takes 8 months to a year.
yes, that is.
She apologized and said she agreed that it was right, but now I have to get through her apologizing.
Oh, no, well, my brother has been out on workers' comp since Hurricane Katrina, so several years.
That's quite a few years.
And he's been trying to settle forever. And I think they came to an agreement finally, but for whatever reason, they still, even though the agreement was made, he still hasn't received his money. So, I mean, they just been working really hard on trying to make it difficult for him. And so
Yeah.
once he receives his money, then he can file for disability with the government. So it's challenging, but you just keep on moving forward, right?
Right. They keep pushing it off, and